Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Bliss Hour. And on today's episode, we'll be discussing about enhancing fertility and health with Dr. Shay. We'll go on a short break, and when we get back, we're going to go straight into the business of the day.
All right.
You're welcome
It
to
keeps
the Bliss
breaking.
Hour.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, and you? All right, so today we'll be discussing with you about enhancing fertility and health. Okay, I said, what made you go into beauty and wellness treatments?
Okay, so what made me go into beauty and wellness business? Okay, so I am Dr. Oluwase Adebayo. I'm a medical doctor, so definitely that is one of the reasons why I actually went into wellness, and one of the reasons why I added beauty into my wellness business is because I feel that it's not just about taking care of the inside, you also have to take care of the outside, also is the skin. And the good thing also about it is that whatsoever thing you do on the inside actually have impact on the outside, but there are times that you have to go extra miles to ensure that the outside looks really better, enhanced. Take for example, now let's talk about our skin now. You want to ensure that you give the skin the right vitamins, nutrients, required in form of serum, in form of creams, and it is to enhance the skin to make it look plump and better.
All right, that's nice and lovely. Okay, so talking about fertility, childbearing in this our country is key. So what are the ways a woman can, be fertile naturally? How can she increase her fertility naturally?
Okay, good, I got that. Okay, so one of the ways to increase your fertility naturally is by number one is by understanding that food is very important.
Okay.
And I'm going to make this very simple. Food is very key. A lot of times, a lot of things we eat are actually causing a lot of problems. Now, take for example, and this is why you see a 14-year-old, a 15-year-old, they are already so big, battling with PCOS. You see an 8-year-old, they are already menstruating, and by the time they are 15, they are already battling with fibroids because of the things that they are exposed to, the choice of food. So when you're trying to improve your fertility, one of the things you want to pay attention is your choice of food. You want to reduce the junks you take and ensure that you do more of healthy food, well balanced food, more protein, more fruits, more veggies, drinking a lot of water, because a lot of times we also put that aside. Water, what does water do? So you can not just any water, the right, like there's something we also call healthy water, not clean water.
Okay.
Rather, filtered water. But these are things that you're taking. Sometimes you need to supplement have the right nutrients, because we don't know if they are, especially maybe not in this part of the world, but abroad, GMO food. So many things happen to the food that we have right now. So you want to ensure that the food you are taking in, if it's not adequate in nutrients, which you are not so sure of, you just want to ensure that you supplement sometimes with some form of vitamins, maybe prenatal vitamins to help. Take for example, like the folate. Folate is very important when you're trying to conceive. Your vitamin D is very important when you're trying to conceive. Your folate is also part of your B vitamins. So the general B complex vitamins are very important. Vitamin C, they're very important when you're trying to conceive. Then you also want to ensure that all of these things I talked about, it's also raw, the right menstrual cycle. You're menstruating when you should menstruate. Not that you are not menstruating for a particular period. Your menstruation should be healthy, like very if at all you're going to have pain, should be maybe just mild cramps, just this one. Should not be something that would disturb you from your daily activity. No, you should not have clots in it. If at all you are going to have clots, just very little, but not the bulky ones and the ones that are so significant that something is wrong with me. You should not lose blood excessively. So these are things that you want to do to ensure that you improve your fertility. Then exercise very, very important too, and they have veins, arteries all around them. So you need blood to circulate around those places. So exercise, moving your body is very, very key and very
All right, thank you so much. So
important
talking
also.
about the inability to bear children, do you think it's the woman's fault? Because people usually say that it's the woman's fault.
Wow, yes, yes, you're very correct. Even in my own practice, I've seen couples like sit in front of me and tell me that, oh, the husband tell me that, oh, is my wife, this. And I'm like, some men don't want to admit. So when it comes to fertility, it's not about the woman. Both parties are involved. Yes, we may now run the test and now find out that, oh, the woman has a problem, the man is fine. But it's important that you bring yourself forward. You join your wife and you fight this together, and you let the doctor submit yourself to the doctor so that they check you to be sure that you have no issues. But just saying that, oh, you have been trying to conceive for a number of years, I keep saying that, no, it's your wife that has a problem and you have not done any check, you've not done anything, that is very wrong. So when it comes to infertility, it's not just about the woman, both are involved. And even when you now realize that, oh, okay, my wife is one that has a problem and everything, you need to support her. It's not because, so when you even find out that, okay, now let's assume we now find out, so now imagine realize wife that now have the problem. That does not stop you from now supporting her. That does not mean you should start shouting at her and making her feel inadequate, because she starts support at that point. And another thing that people don't even understand, that most people don't understand, is that when you are trying to conceive and you stress the body further, there's every possibility that pregnant women.
The last question is for you to give your general advice to ladies, both unmarried and married, young ladies as well.
Okay. So what I would say to women out there is that we should be very conscious of ourselves, and in the process of being conscious of ourselves also, we should not do beyond our means also. Just moderations in terms of our feeding, in terms of everything we need to do. Let's apply the law of moderation.
Okay.
And for any woman also trying to conceive, looking unto God, one of the things you want to do that is very, very important is keep your mind at rest. I understand you are very worried, but that will not solve the problem. What will solve the problem is you actively looking, not thinking about it, because that will bring you down, drag you down more.
All right.
Then for younger girls, my advice to younger girls is that, no, let me say for mothers, my advice to mothers is that first, let's educate our children on as sex education. Let's give them right. Let us let them know this is it clearly. Let them know this is it, so that they know what is out there, so that nobody is telling them about sex and they are getting excited. They know that, oh, if I do this, this is what may happen.
Okay.
So now to the younger girls, my advice to the younger girls is that they have learned about sex. They know what it is. And now if this is the first time you're hearing about it, just going into sex to have sex with somebody that you don't even know is not a good one for you. And even the person that you know also is not a good one for you. So take for example, like I was saying earlier about, when we talk about the environment where people grow up, just going to have sex with somebody that you don't even know if this person is already infected with HIV, you don't know if this person has some form of STDs, that's sexually transmitted diseases, and how they're going to do is just to infuse it back into you, and you will be the one going around and battling with different problems. So you want to ensure that you keep you keep yourself, that you don't get yourself into trouble. And because some of the complications why people may also have infertility issues later could also be some of these things.
Okay.
So my general overall, once if you're on the big side, you want to lose some weight, you want to ensure that you eat healthy, like I've said earlier. You drink a lot of alcohol, because alcohol and smoking will make you age faster. You want to reduce it or go off it totally, because even taking these things often will cause problems later in life. So you want to ensure that you work on your skin properly by using the right food, using the right skincare that are not toxic, not bleaching the skin.
Okay.
So these are things, and you also want to ensure you pay attention to your overall self as a woman. Look good at every time, make make your hair, if you need to make your nails, make your, that's okay. No, it's not the woman's fault. It's not always the woman's fault. Both parties are involved. It takes a man and a woman to make a baby.
Yeah.
So if you as a man coming to say that, oh, this is my wife's fault, it's not ideal and it's not a good thing to do to a woman. So one of the things you want to do when you're trying to conceive is to support your partner. Both of you go to the hospital together to check what is happening. You have to submit yourself to the doctors, like submit yourself, because most men, what they do in my practice, able to conceive, especially when they've had a child before. You know, that gives them that confidence that, oh, I am Odogun, I have everything it takes and everything, I have a child, and so that is not always the case. You need to get something done about it, like go to the hospital together with your wife, both of you should check yourself. So if the doctor now says, oh, it's only madam that now have the problem, then there's one more thing you need to do. That is not the time to start abusing her or cursing her. That is the time to support her, to let her know that this will happen, we are going to get it. Because if you start abusing her, you're going to stress her further, and that would, I don't want to go into the medical terms now, but that would further reduce her hormones, our ability to even conceive. Oh. So my point is that stress on its own is a stressor. You don't want to further stress the woman because you're actually going to disturb her from conceiving. So please support your wives.
Okay. So talking about the environment we live in, do you think it affects our fertility?
Okay, yes. Yes, our environment can actually affect our fertility one way or the other. Because, like I said earlier when we started, we talked about the choice of food. Yeah. So, take for example, maybe you live in an environment where all your food is junks. You don't even cook. You came from a home where people don't even cook. All fast food. You are likely to be prone to some hormonal issues such as PCOS and some other hormonal issues. So, environment plays a whole lot of it. Then take for example, you grew up in an environment where, especially people that where there's no sex education, there's a lot of infection, PID, STDs running all around. You have no sex education. Your mother never sat you down, so you just feel, oh, sex, and you hearing your friends talk about sex, you also want to try it. So you go ahead, you try the sex, and you catch an STD, or you get a PID. And because they are scared, you don't even want to tell your mother, your father, your sisters that you started having sex. You keep going to one pharmacy to the other, one chemist to the other to go and get drugs. Over time, you become resistant to these drugs. They are not working. And the woman now gets the tube get blocked. Do you understand? So that's also another environmental factor. Because where you grew up, things are normal practices. Sex is a normal practice there. And unprotected sex is a normal practice there. Do you understand? So that's an environmental factor also.
Okay. So please tell us those diets we can take to help us boost our fertility.
So when it comes to fertility, the point is ensuring that you eat a wholesome diet, whole food. So that starts from your foods. Any of your foods is good for your infertility. Fruits, your veggies, your vegetables, you're not food that you put in the house. They are all okay. But just that you may not want to go extra miles on something. For example, because you want to be deliberate on your protein intake when you're trying to conceive. You want to be deliberate on your fat intake. You don't just want to take any form of fat, any bad fat. So you may want to, okay, every day I'll be having a little bit of avocado in my food. I'll be adding some proteins to my food every day. You want to be conscious of it. So there's really no food when it comes to health, especially when they are healthy, especially when they are unhealthy. That's where the problem comes in. But if they are all healthy food, they all work together to enhance your fertility.
Okay.
So the goal is wholesome food. Food you put yourself, that you prepare yourself, not going to the restaurant to eat all the time, not eating junks.
Like home food.
The goal is also a nutrient-dense food.
Okay. All right. Tell us how safe it is to embark on natural fertility treatment, because there are people out there that are ignorant or maybe they are scared. So how safe is it to embark on natural fertility treatment?
Okay, so for natural fertility treatments, honestly, because one of the things, I'm being a medical doctor, I'm also what's it called, an herbalism specialist also. Like I do a lot of herbs, so I would never rule out natural ways to conceive. But the problem, when the problem comes, is who are you going to? Do you understand? Do they understand it? Who is the expert? Do they understand what the female reproductive system looks like? Do they understand that if I'm using this herb, I should use it in this quantity? You understand? So that is where the problem is. Not that natural approach to fertility is perfect and wholesome, but the problem is people that you are talking to, are they experts? Do they know what exactly to do to help you so that you don't overdose on these things, or you don't maybe underdose, or you don't even harm yourself? These days we'll see a lot of kidney issues out there. Yeah, left and right. So these are things you want to look out for. You want to check who you are talking to.
Okay. All right. We've also heard about ladies who lost their lives in a process of doing surgeries to look beautiful. So how can a lady stay beautiful and still maintain good health?
Okay, so the thing about ladies that go extra miles, I'm also an advocate of do whatsoever thing that will make you happy.
Okay.
But I feel there's a point we need to get to in medicine and that is why my kind of practice is unique. That we don't just treat the body with medications. You also want to talk to the mindset. You also want to talk to the brain, make you feel self-sufficient as a woman. Do you understand?
Yes.
Make you feel like, okay, this is me, this is where I am, I'm good with this, all I'm just going to know, but not going extra, because you don't know what can happen. Like people like said have gone. So one of the things that we need to work on mental health awareness, so that people, because a lot of times these people, it's not even because they really want it.